All things got to come to an end is the last race of the season for NASCAR on Fox is tonight at Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Pepsi 400. Typically considered by many to be a summer tradition. Early July, fans and family and friends gather out on the grill, cooking some burgers, drinking, family over, plenty of games. Fans have been coming in here since 11 a.m. this morning. And tonight, the weather is absolutely perfect. It has been perfect all weekend, ever since these drivers got here Thursday afternoon. There's a thing to note that Thursday evening in the first round of qualifying, there was a hard 6-car crash involved that sent 6 cars to the back. That began when the 83 of What If Racing Check was trying to slow up, but he missed pit road. The 24 and the 27 got together, leading and crashing 6 cars and literally forcing these drivers to go to backups. Jacob Tube was openly critical about knockout qualifying on super speedways, so expect some possible changes coming to knockout qualifying next season. The current format is anywhere that is not the Daytona 500 or the All-Star race, we run the group qualifying format. Anyways, while we're here discussing the front row, Apollo Moon Thursday evening saw past the qualifying controversy and got the pole over Xavier Sadreska in the 21. Penske Fords take up the first 3 rows, all on the outside lane. Like we talked about earlier in these other 2 restrictor plate races, it's going to probably come down to if you can get the same manufacturer behind you on a lineup or on a start and or restart, whether it be Chevy, Ford, or Toyota. And if you get teammates, that's a bonus. Anyways, here's our starting lineup presented by Pepsi. Starting tonight from row 1, we have the Nationwide Chevrolet and the Quick Lane Ford. Starting tonight from row 2, we have the Busch Beer Chevrolet and the Pennzoil Platinum Ford. Starting from row 3, we have the McDonald's Chevrolet and the Alliance Truck Parts Chevrolet. Starting from row 4, we have the M&M's Caramel Toyota and the 25 car. Starting tonight from row 5, we have the FedEx Express Toyota and the Lowe's Chevrolet. Row 6, we have the Mobile One Chevrolet and the Aris Internet Toyota. Row 7, we have the DeWalt Power Tools Toyota and the Zest Ford. Beginning tonight from row 8, we have the Smithfield Ford and the American National E15 Chevrolet. While we're going through the field, see if we can mic up Apollo Moon. Hey, Apollo, this is DW here up in the Fox booth. You got us? Got a copy there, buddy? Channel 2, bud. Check channel 2. The 4 will work with you on the start. One more time. Hey, Apollo, this is DW here up in the Fox booth. You got us? Yeah, 10-4. So you got the poll Thursday evening. Must have been that. How did you get there? Get to that poll. Honestly, the group qualifying thing has been unpredictable pretty much all year. There's always been a bunch of people that wreck each other. It was the same way when we first did this on super speedways at Talladega. It was the same way Thursday night. Obviously, with the 24 and the 5 getting into it. It with the 83. So, yeah, we just used basically our nationwide Chevy was fast on Thursday. Wherever we went, people followed us, especially the 4 and the 1, notably. But the Penske guys are also pretty good too, and they are lined up all beside us. Our nationwide Chevy looks pretty good in the draft. Hopefully, we can bring it home. Bring it home for a win tonight. All right. Thanks. Have a good one tonight. 10-4. So tonight's race key is presented by Pepsi here. The goal is find the right drafting partner and work with them as much as you can. Unlike the Monster Energy Cup Series, these drivers can lock bumpers, but the question is, can they lock them for how long and can they hold them? But remember, these drivers are still in the big packs, which means the likelihood for the big wreck is very really high. Also, there was a concern of aero push and how loose cars get through wide. This was a big concern in the race Thursday night, especially with how hot it is compared to Daytona in February, even though temperatures were cooler, but obviously they were cool already because it was rained out till Sunday night. If you're in a 3-wide situation, it's very tricky at these racetracks. It's a lot narrower, and you're more likely to snap and get loose on somebody. Alrighty. Anyways, let's go look through our 6 onboard cameras for tonight's race. Apollo Moon with our nationwide insurance on board tonight. Whatever his winnings, he will donate them to the people affected by the Parkland shooting in February, families of the victims. Dylan Murray will carry the Bush Beer Chevrolet. Noah Spalding will carry the Johnson Auto Plaza onboard Chevrolet. They've usually ran Hendrick cars, or Napa when the 24 doesn't run it, or Bet the Match or Johnson Auto Plaza. Also, Adams Polish is signed up on the 25 for 5 races later this year, starting next Sunday at Kansas. Good for them. Noah Spalding with the U.S. Air Force on board. Joseph Lombard with the U.S. Air Force on board. Jacob Tu with the Liberty University on board. Recently scored that sponsor in a deal Thursday evening. Or it was announced Tuesday that Liberty University will sponsor a couple races. They will sponsor at Sebring. They will sponsor at North Carolina and Charlotte and possibly Brighton later in the season. And Xavier Saldreska will be carrying the Quick Lane on board for tonight. The Quick Lane DAV on board for the Ford team, for the 21 team. Well, DW, Larry Mack, it's been fun this season, but last race, why don't we send these guys off in turn 1 with a bang? All right. Reach up there, pull them belts tight one more time. All right, tonight, beautiful night here, early July tradition. Bring the cars down clean, nice and clean, guys. Come on. Green flag into the air and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, and we'll see you back here in February, boys. Great push by the 4 of Dylan Murray to get the 88 out front early. He's going to be leading the inside line with the push from the 1. Looked like the 2 tried staying on top, but nobody would want to go with him, so he just dropped straight to the bottom of the racetrack. It's like there is some 3 wide starting to develop right around the middle of the field. But up front, side by side, from about second on back. Here in this group. Big pack here. Caleb Hoffman trying to get a run going on the top side next to the 48 of Nate Sherman. Everybody currently 3x3 through the pack. Takes a very few laps to get these guys going at full speed. You already see a big group of 25 plus cars all in one group. Look at this, 3 wide. They're starting to see a lot less side by side up front. As anyways, we have a lead change. Looks like the 4 of Dylan Murway had a great run on with big push from the 1. Great move. 88 drops to the top side of the racetrack. 3 wide all the way through the field. We go further back in the field. We're going on board, and we had Peyton Beasley hit a big moment a few moments ago. Almost 4 wide back here. It's like something stalled out up front. The 6 car nearly spun from what I saw. He's dropped back quite a ways outside of this group. I think he dropped back. He was trying to drop back up top, but it really bottlenecked the field. Also, a lot of bigger moments a few months ago with the 4 almost going below the yellow line, which, as you judge by it, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Here, it looked like as the 88 tried everything in his power to try to maybe stop any momentum from the 4. Went down low, dipped his tires right on the line. The rule is all 4 tires cannot go below. But you can only go below the line in special circumstances, whether there's a wreck. And that is the only exception. As Alvin Alonso having issues here. Looks like he's getting pretty squirrely in this pack. Watch the 8th. Watch it, guys. Watch it. Dick. Alvin Alonso got on the radio, told crew chief Brian Patty, we're getting squirrely, guys. This is nuts. Nuts to be doing this on lap 3, side by side. And it looks like he's being bounced around between a couple Gibbs cars, and he's in trouble, and there's a wreck. everybody making the mad dash down pit road, and the caution is out. There's some damage here on the 11, probably from me getting nicked in the door. The 17 stepped around. See, Alvin Alonso, his only win in his career came at Sebring last fall. That would later be encumbered due to post-race inspection issues. You see the 3 of Jonathan Morrison bounced around. It's been a tough season for the 3 bunch. It's been a really tough season for the 83 bunch. See the 3 of Jonathan Morrison taking his American Ethanol Chevrolet to the garage. His night is unfortunately done early. Only 32 cars running. And I'm amazed the way the 17 got loose in that pack. We didn't have more people pile up behind. Now, while a lot of these guys made that mad rush, mad sprint down pit road, there's some placement concerns around where the 42, the 19, and the 24 are. And here's Jacob Tube's radio to Alan Gustafson. Listen to Jacob Tube's radio of this accident. All right, 3 wide. 5's right on you. 5's right on you. Stay with the 78. Stay with the 78. He'll get us to the front. And there's a wreck. There's a wreck. There's a wreck. There's a wreck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get down to the bottom. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, you're on the bottom. Come through pit road. 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 Come on. Good job. Good job, bud. And then under yellow, while these guys are getting ready to line up and go to pit road, concerns over placement between the 24 and the 15. Matt. Thanks, Mike. Jacob Tube got on the road, said we came out and they're making the case that we came out ahead of the 15 and we're behind. We should be behind next to the 43 for this restart. Alan Gustafson currently making the case. While NASCAR claims at the moment the yellow froze, he was behind the 15 and he's going to be next to the 20. Look, Alan Gustafson currently making his case with the NASCAR officials down at the 24 stall. They will not be penalized for this, but a lot so far looks like they're making the case that Jacob 2 will be behind the 15 for this restart. All right, you're going to be behind the 15, bud. Just doing great. You're doing great. You got the 78. Stay with them. 5 will be. The 5 is on the inside lane for the restart. You're doing great, bud. Anyways, except for the restart, 3 laps in early on tonight in this Pepsi 400. Now let's see how this turns out. Green flag back into the air. Dylan Murway back out to the point. He has He is known to have a strong car, especially on these restrictor plate racetracks. It got him to that car has got him to the front many times. He actually brought the same car he won at Talladega last year to this race. Same setup and everything. They also put it in the 14. As you see, he's trying to make some extra headway here on the top. By going with 48 with let's listen to some of that radio communication. All right, bud, just get with Earl. I want to push him and get him to the front with the 88. Get him to the front. We will work with him rest of the season, no matter what. All right, 10-4, bud. And now Earl's communication. Hey, Nate, the 14 wants to give you a big push right here. He wants to push you pretty big. He wants to push you. All right. I'll give him the signal, and let's go. And he went on the top side, too. Not a lot of guys. A lot of these guys, especially this package, they push anywhere and everywhere they can. And anyways, speaking of anywhere and everywhere they can, look at Xavier Sodreska. Oh, my God. Down to the inside, tried to get a big shove from the 22 from his teammate Zarx Moon in the 22 car. Almost. He came down right in front of the 1. They're still side by side, 3 by 3 by 3 through this field. Seems to be the common theme tonight. A lot of 3 wide. Down to the inside. Down. How about a NASCAR on Fox Summer? Crank it up. What is with this blocking? Come on. This is ridiculous. Why are we blocking this early in the fucking race? A lot of dangerous blocking, but just do what you can. The 21. 21's going to shove the 4. He's going to shove him as much as he can. Stay on him. Back to the top. Come on. Stay up. Stay up. Stay up. 3 wide. Still 3 by 3. A lot of momentum for a lot of these guys is basically stalled out at this point. Come on. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Do what you can. I know it's tough. Come on. Do what you can. All 34 cars in one group of what seems like 20-plus people. Of what seems like a ticking time bomb waiting to go off right now. 22 is Zarx Moon trying to go to the outside, maybe. Looks like 21's just going to come down, let her in, maybe. And that is the plan. And Zarx Moon, first time a female is led here at Daytona since Danica Patrick back in the Cup Series in 2013. Look at this. 3 wide through about 6 rows of cars. And around goes the 15. Down the backstretch. Spin. Big spin. Come on. Down through the grass. And caution waves again. Caution flag is out yet again. Now with the way these guys are going to be racing, it's just going to get more and more antsy, and I have a feeling the big one is going to be more and more of a threat. All right. Base car's off for another restart. Before we go to a restart here, let's go ahead and take a quick break here at Daytona while we get bundled up for the restart. You are watching NASCAR on Fox.
This is the all-new Silverado Heavy Duty. The most powerful heavy-duty pickup you can get. And the 2001 full tread trucking gear. Silverado Heavy Duty. Truck from Chevy.
Anytime you come to Daytona, it's a big race. But this year's Pepsi 400, it's really big. Prime time on NBC. Britney Spears is the Grand Marshal. She's got a way of starting everybody's engines.
Hey, Jeff, give me a 3/4-inch socket, will you?
There you go. Girl, that Britney.
Pepsi 400 when NASCAR comes to NBC July 7th.
Tonight's Pepsi 400 from Daytona is brought to you by Pepsi and by Chevy Silverado. Chevy, like a rock. And by the new Chevrolet Monte Carlo with a new 3.8-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. Chevy will be there. Problems for the 22 of Zoex Moon as she is down on pit road with the hood up. Steve, guys, Zoex Moon got on the radio a few minutes ago and told us that we're blowing up. I was riding around under caution. The car's blowing up. They're peeled off. Such a shame for the 22. She had a great qualifying run Thursday night. Great car. Looked like she was able to help the 21 whenever she could. Just the engine let go. Kind of interesting to see that literally all five of the all the Hendrick associated drivers are inside the top 10 right now. Chris Washer went to the back for speeding. Now, with all these cars in the top 10, see how things are going to shake out in this restart. Ready? 5 laps to go tonight. Come on, green. Green flag back into the air. Xavier Sodresco with a big shove from the 48. And, one in the wall. And there's one in the wall already. M&M's Cup Series. Further back, and there's cars spinning. It's like the 29 bounced off the wall, got the 6. And the caution has come back out yet again. Third caution of the night. 20 of Zach Speed. Big time damage to the left front of his car. The possibility of a big one may just be ramping up bit by bit with these cars running into each other like the way they are. Amazingly, all 3 of them sustain minimal damage and they keep going. And especially since the 29 spun right in front of traffic, it looked like, but only got the 6. See the tape. Everybody getting repaired. Here we go. When we get to the line, there will be 3 laps of racing to go in tonight's Pepsi 400. Here we go. Ready? Come on. Two laps left. Three to go, and we got the green. We have 3 laps to make it to the finish. Will we do that, or will we see another caution? That possibility is very likely because now you're going to have to cover every inch of the racetrack. You're going to see a lot more people starting to shove. And we already see somebody making a third lane, the 24 car. Come on, come on, come on. Jacob 2 with a big push right up to the third row. Maybe the second. Maybe the second. Come on, come on, come on. You hear the voice of spotter A to Hunt as he tries to guide his car to the front of the field. Whoa! Oh, that got him. That may have got the 21. 3 wide for the lead. 2 laps to go. Look at this. Huge knot of cars coming to the start-finish line. Trouble, turn 1. Wrecking. Big wreck. Cars crashing. It's the crash at the back. Zach Speed in the 20. Peyton Beasley in the 6. Brendan Little in the 16. Chris Washer in the 7. M&M's Cup Series again involved. '16 car almost was tempted to flip over. Trash heap down here in turn 1. When you come to the line, there was going to be a couple laps left here in scheduled distance, but keep in mind the lap counter is frozen. But these cars, it just crashed. Yep, we're going to see a bunch of guys going behind the wall here. Wow, a lot of 3 wide, and surprisingly, no big wrecks yet until now. And this was all at the back of that first wreck was all at the back of the field. Like the 16 and the 56 got together. You see the 56 drove away from this accident without a door. He's done. Add 6 guys to the garage. So now we have a total of 9 people out of the race. Wonder what's the odds here with odds of seeing another big one. Oh, I believe the race is starting right here. The race is going to be starting very shortly, my friends. Only a handful of cars. A lot of minor small incidents. We had sort of what we thought was the big one just a few moments ago, but Here we go. Two to go. Come on. Come on. Jacob Tube with a big push from his teammate Nate Sherman. Question is, he went. Nobody at Daytona has won a race with a backup car, and he remember Jacob Tube. I talked to Jacob Tube saying he has a fast car. Just we unfortunately got caught in the wrong thing. Look at this to the point. Come on. Come on. Come on. Still got him. Still got him. It's three wide, too high, too high. Jacob Tube well clear of the field. Question is, he doesn't want to get too far ahead because he's just going to get sucked back into the line. 3 laps of racing left. 3 wide, almost 4 wide mid-pack. Here are the 11, the 19. Oh, they're asking to wreck right now. Into the line. 3 to go. 2 to go. Here at Daytona. And coming into turn. Oh, dirt. Turn 1. Oh, smoker. And around. And then hard into the wall. Hard into the wall and. Come on. This 4 wide, 1 car trying to get below the yellow line. Don't know if that was legal. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got it, bud. Come on. Oh, there it is. And it's the big one. Finally, we have the big one at Daytona. Oh. Hard in the wall goes the 1. On into 5. And it looks like the rest of the field is in it as well. '78's in it. The 11's in it. The 14 is in it. Caleb Hoffman up on top of another car from what it looked like. Ten's in it. 43 is in it. See the 10 of Blake Dillon starting to roll, and I only see maybe a handful of cars coming out of turn 2. See the 11. We are going to have to go to red. A lot of torn up race cars. Looks like. Three to go. A lot of people involved in the big one. Several people piled into it late. We're going ARCA style with it. We're going to have to wave the red flag because of how many cars are in it and just how much debris is down on the racetrack. See, the 18 did get some splitter damage. All right, we're going to need to pry the splitter forward here. But amazingly, he missed it. Hunter Miller in it. Two laps left. Once we clear this accident, lot of torn up race cars. Hunter Miller drove his car away, surprisingly. But he was on fire. Yeah, he got out. He got out, guys. Come on. The 11 went 4 wide. Collected the 1. And then it was on from there. Look at that. The 19 up on the hood of the 78. WUB Network Daytona 500 winner involved. A lot of torn up cars involved in what would probably be considered the first major accident of the day, especially with the way the 19 got jacked up. Came down, rode on top of another car. He was the 31, so 14 of the remaining cars sustained damage. 5 sustained minimal. Well, technically 4. Even though the 11 kickstarted, the 18 was just going to come down the pits for splitter damage, any splitter concerns. But we have a lot of torn up race cars. 14 down on pit road, but since he got pretty banged up in this wreck too. Very unusual to see these kinds of accidents. I mean, accidents. Anyways, we've cleaned the wreck up. Now we're going to be going back to yellow conditions. Business has picked up. Only one car is out of the race due to a mechanical issue. That is Zook's Moon. They did get it remedied. Get the electrical issue, the battery issue remedied. She is back on the racetrack, and she's going to get a good run out of this. Amazingly, she's going to get a good run out of this accident, out of all this crashing. She was originally 32nd, multiple laps down, and everybody else is out of the race. We're going to be going to overtime, so 32nd, 7 laps down. Now she's 18th, 7 laps down. But, if the way these cautions keep falling, she could probably gain the majority of these back. Heck, if things keep up, we could very well. She could basically get all her laps back if we keep wrecking. Here we go. Ready? Come on. Great jump for everybody's dead even. Remember, we got to make it to that overtime line. Still even 20, even 88 even. Bumper, clear. Noah Spalding up there. He could very well get a second career win out of this. He won the Thursday night race at Chicagoland, obviously when a good majority of the contenders crashed, but he could very well get his first win out of this. But how about Xavier Sodreska trying to go to the down on the bottom? He's never really fallen out of the top half of the field. 25 popped out of line just as they got to the overtime line. Nobody is going to go with him. Two to go. Coming to the line, there will be the white flag will wave. 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. The race is going to be on right here. Half back, half back to the 4, half to the 4, half to the 4. Separated. They're separating. People are being separated right now. Half back, half back, half back. Come on. Come on, half back, half back, half back. Half back, half back. Apollo Moon to the point. The 24 and the 4 are going to be left to fight for second at this point. Down the backstretch we go. Into 3. Jake Apollo Moon never won on a restrictor plate track, but tonight, as he learns from the best. Oh, big crash in turn 4. Never mind. Green's still out. Checkered flag waving, and the Pepsi 400 goes to Apollo Moon. Apollo wins it. Awesome job, bud. Yeah. Daytona, boys. Wow. Yeah. 15 cars failed to finished. And what simply could be described as wild. I was afraid we should have just wrecked multiple times before this. Wow. The cars that crashed at the back were Zoix Moon, KFC Cup Series, Joseph Lombard, and Hot Wheels 44. All of them are going to be the cars that wrecked are going to be credited with '15th through 18th, respectively. With Zoix Moon obviously being 18th because of how behind she was early on. How behind she got. Here are the unofficial results of the cars that finished. This entire page behind us are all cars that wrecked. Now you see the results and the rest of the field scrolling by on the bottom of your screen. A lot of torn up race cars. Well, congratulations to Apollo Moon and an exciting finish tonight at Daytona. Unfortunately, for NASCAR and Fox, it's the last race of the year. It means we're going to be handing our keys over to the colleagues at NBC, so Alan Bestwick, Wally Dollenbach, Benny Parsons. Good luck on the rest of the year. Hopefully, you guys have some really good, exciting races going on. Starting next Sunday at Kansas. Anyways, if you guys want to watch more NASCAR-related content, check in weekdays for NASCAR Race Hub for your information for the NASCAR IHOP Cup Series community. If you're also curious, I also have a section on my channel website leading on regarding any IHOP Cup Series information regarding, qualifying updates, practice updates, any major updates from tracks. Unfortunately, it's been a good season, so we'll see you back here in February for Speed Weeks, Season 6. The schedule for the IHOP Cup Series will be released on Tuesday. For Mike Joy, Daryl Waltrip, Larry McReynolds, Chris Myers, Michael Waltrip, Jeff Hammond, Matt Yoakum, Dick Bergeron, Steve Burns, Chris Devoda. So long from Daytona.